Right there. He's very happy. He's very happy that we're in time of war. He enjoys war and death and starvation and freezing to death. He's very happy about that. Hi everybody, it's Underdrummer here. Starting this war of mine, the second series. This time we are writing our own story. Hence the name of the game, This War of Mine. But we also invited a few guests to join us. We are going to create their characters now, and there's some other options we can explore. First thing we need to do is define a new civilian. The only new civilian we have is me, Underdrummer. And I am a, what did I decide I was going to be? I'm a male. I can only fit under drum. I'm a police officer? Is that what I picked? Sounds good, I'm a police officer. Okay, let's create MagoraBadura. He's our first guest. Okay. Let's see, can we fit MagoraBadura? Nope, just Magora. We'll have to do. He's a male, and he wants to be a forester. I didn't ask for their physique, so I don't think they really care. And I don't know how much this actually affects the game. Probably not at all. So we'll just pick one and then apply. Okay, we've got two now. Okay, let's define our third civilian. This is Abberdeenie. Oops, that's way too many B's. She's female. Pick a random physique and her portrait. There. And she wants to be a psychologist. She is a psychologist. Okay, and apply. And our final civilian, the controller. Maybe we can just fit controller. Male. And a photographer. He wants to be a photographer. He is a photographer. And we'll pick that one. Let's go with that one. And the portrait. Right there. He's very happy. He's very happy that we're in time of war. He enjoys war and death and starvation and freezing to death. He's very happy about that. Hey, everybody deals with war in their own way. That's how he deals with it. Okay, apply. That's our final civilian. Now, these four geniuses are going to try to survive the war for how many days? Well, this is the first time I've written my own story in this game, so I thought about just leaving everything at default. I believe the ceasefire means that's when the game will end and you will be quote-unquote successful if you're still alive. So days until ceasefire is 40. I think that's pretty fair. We'll keep it there. Oh, we've never actually chosen people. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4. There we go. People chosen 4. Days until ceasefire, we'll leave that at 40. Intensity of the conflict. On moderate, it says, the situation in the city is severe. There are shortages of everything, and black market prices fluctuate. Bands of looters attack homes at night as desperate people turn to crime to survive. People have some hope, but neighbors aren't quick to help one another. Okay, that sounds tough enough to me. We'll leave that at moderate. Winter comes early. Okay, that's default. I don't really like that. What are my other choices? Halfway through. So we have 20 days to get ready for winter. That sounds more fair to me. And I know I said I was going to probably leave it at default, but we're gonna just get into this kind of easy. Winter harshness, moderate sounds fine. Winter length, moderate sounds fine. Now we need to pick our 12 locations that we want to include on the map. I'm not familiar with all of these because I've only played through once. So I'm going to pick some of the ones that I am familiar with. The warehouse I was familiar with. That's going to go in there. I believe the construction site... Ooh. You gotta pick soldiers or snipers. I'm gonna put snipers in the construction site. The shelled school was there. Rebels are homeless. We're gonna go with homeless there. The small apartment building. Bandits are family. Let's put family in some of these. Old Town was there. We're gonna include that. The supermarket there? I don't remember. We'll put the supermarket, we'll put soldiers there. Because you would think, in a time of war, soldiers are going to take over any kind of places like that have water or food. We've got 6 out of 12 here. Okay, I think the garage was there. We'll include that. Was the brothel there? I think it was. We can skip the brothel. Semi-detached house. See, I feel like this is kind of giving me spoilers too, because in my game they didn't have the semi-detached house and they didn't have traders or girls. Now that would have been nice if there was a place I could go to trade. Actually, I did find one very late in that game. We won't include this because I'm not familiar with it. What is Quiet House? It's almost untouched. It's a calm area of little houses with porches and gardens. Most of the houses are still inhabited and people are trying to lead normal lives. I like that. 8, we've got 4 more. Now, I'm not just picking easy ones. I've put some military in the supermarket. So, St. Mary's Church. Could put faithful people there. Priest Oleg is known for his charitable work and offering refuge to the poor. Let's do that. Looted gas station. That sounds good. 2 more. Let's pick some difficult ones. I don't want to go military outpost. That just seems brutal. Those who aim at each other during the day often trade with each other at night. These soldiers have a lot of goods and they're willing to trade. Okay, well, let's try that. And, it says, but be careful, you never know what to expect from them, of course. Decrepit Squat. Never even heard of that. I think... Let's see, let's pick our last one. Hospital? That was there in my first game. Let's include that. Okay, do I need to save city map? Save the city map. Oh, I get to name it. Okay, well, we'll call it Helltown. Okay. Yep. This should be easy. I'm gonna play our game in Helltown. Okay. Save? Or it's already been saved or what? Back. I think that's everything. Now we get to save my story? Story 1. Oh, you don't get that many spaces. Okay, Underdrummer 1. Fine. Let's read everybody's story. The police officer. Just before war reached Pagoran, our unit had received news of planned evacuation of most of the uniformed services from the city. I stayed because I failed to convince my beloved to leave, and I couldn't leave her here alone. We didn't know how dire the situation would become. One day when I was coming home from a walk with my dog, I heard the first alarm sirens. I ran as fast as I could, but it was already too late. My flat was in flames. I couldn't find my beloved or her body. Okay, so maybe she's not dead. Magora, the forester. When the war broke out, I'd been employed for over a year. With dread, I watched the news of the upcoming conflict. I was hoping against hope it would not come. Livings of unemployment benefits had already been hard, and with the soaring prices, I wouldn't have made it if not for the people running the shelter for the homeless. I guess forwarders don't make that much money. They were very kind and welcoming, and I could always count on a bowl of hot soup. But that's the past. A shell hit their shelter. Okay. That's not all bad. The psychologist. As a psychologist, my work is to solve other people's problems. I'd met with so many different cases, I thought I'd seen it all. How wrong I was. I'm so grateful I've got no family in Pagoran. I don't know what I'd do if I had. I thought about leaving, but decided against it. Hell, this is my city, these are my people, I thought. Now I'm not so sure it was the right decision. But since I can't change it, let's try to make the best out of our situation, regardless of how dire it is. That's good. Maybe it's good to have a psychologist. Keep everybody cheered up. I came to Pagoran. This is the photographer. I came to Bagorn in business. I met a young, lovely model. I agreed for a photo session with her, as I thought she was exceptional and expected she would make a great career. We met a couple of times before and after the photo shoot. Unfortunately, war put an end to all of that. I don't know what happened to that girl, but I got stuck here with no way to get back home. I'm afraid I might not make it out of here alive. That's a very real possibility, Controller. Okay, yeah, just real quick, you can check out my 3 guests. They all have YouTube channels. The links are in the description. Go ahead and check out some of their channels. Abberdeenie does cartoons and art, and Controller does video games and Let's Plays. He's into Undertale right now, and some Pokemon stuff, and MagoraBadura does a lot of 8-bit platforming games. Check them out. Start the story. Here we go. Hope I can keep you guys alive. The police officer, the forester, the psychologist, and the photographer. Uh-oh. Sounds like the beginning of a bad joke.